All right. So the Sean O'Malley versus Marab.
Yeah, that was a great fight,
Yeah, it
man.
was really good. I heard that.
Not for Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, not for Sean. He got whooped, like completely whooped. All that like fight, completely whooped. He was running around the whole octagon, running, rolling, everything. I mean, in my opinion, I believe that Sean would have did better if he would have just stuck up boxing.
I don't know because that wasn't styles make fights,
Mm-hmm.
and the style that was proposed to him was takedowns. So the guy
Yeah.
took him down every chance he got. He probably leveled the most takedowns I've ever seen in a UFC fight.
Hey, one thing I know is Sean O'Malley is frustrated because I forgot his name. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Marab.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
I bet Sean. I know the other guy. He knows his name. I'm sure he knows his name. So, are you a UFC fan, or are you?
Yeah, I'm actually a UFC fan. I've been watching since 2014 through to now, actually. But I believe that what Marab did to Sean, kiss him on his back, he basically kissed him on his back. Sean got so mad. He slapped him.
Yeah, but the reality is the guy dominated. That's truly a grappler, a wrestler, showing that
this is my field.
This is
right.
my field. I don't have to stand up and box with you.
Right,
I can get you on the ground and let's see what your ground and pound game is like.
But honestly, I saw it coming. Sean O'Malley was going to lose.
You think so?
I saw it. I saw it. Ever since I saw that first jab, I knew it. He wasn't with it. He wasn't with it today. But with our other subject, let me get on that, about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. That has been pushed back more than 3 times.
Well, I think Jake Paul is somehow trying to get out of that fight. I don't really think he wants that smoke.
I mean, to be honest, I think Tyson's going to mop the floor with him.
Well, I think that's why Tyson wants to fight because Jake Paul, he didn't beat up on some guys, Nate Robinson, and some guys from the UFC that had no boxing experience, maybe a little UFC experience, but you're fighting a seasoned boxer.
Oh yeah,
coming from the UFC, you can't take down, you can't kick. You're putting yourself at a serious disadvantage.
I mean, honestly, Jake Paul's got to stay distance for the entire fight.
There's no way.
If he can do it, if Jake Paul can just keep with them jabs, stay back.
Have you ever seen anyone stay away from Mike Tyson for the entire fight?
Well, no.
You're gonna get hit. The ring
you're
is
gonna get hit, but I don't know if you get put in the corner with Mike. You're done.
Yeah, you're gonna get some
punishment. That's his favorite place.
Yeah, you're gonna get some punishment if you mess around and get in that corner with Mike Tyson.
But at the same time, you have to put the age within the age gap between these two.
But what's the size difference? Is Jake Paul that much taller than Mike Tyson? I don't know.
I think Jake Paul have a little bit more reach.
He might have some reach. Now, Mike has had trouble with some of the fighters that were a little taller. Lennox Lewis, he had trouble with him and all that.
But I mean, he always pulls it through. He pulled most of them.
Yeah.
Through. But I don't know. From the standpoint, Jake Paul looks buff, but I don't think he's beating old Mike.
No, I don't think he's going to beat Mike either. I'm going to have to go with you on that one. I don't think he's going to beat Mike. And plus, Mike has been around a long time. He has a tendency to get frustrated when fights aren't going his way.
Right.
So, if Jake Paul took any page out of anybody's book, frustrate him a little bit. Then he might make a mistake and get dropped. I don't know.
Also, I've been wanting to talk to you about how, as a standpoint of me, I just graduated from high school, 4 years JROTC. What would be the best route for me to carry on with my life?
Well, I mean, you have aspirations to be a Marine one day. You have an opportunity to go to college. So for me, I would always suggest college first. And I would pursue probably something like an ROTC or something like that while I'm in college, getting my education. And that way you can determine whether or not you want to come in as a enlisted soldier or if you want to come in as an officer. So, with that decision, I'm sure you'll make the right one for yourself. But I think that if you go to college first, then the opportunities grow.
Okay. All right. Well, thank
So
you.
what are you drifting toward? I'm curious.
Well, in college, I wanted to I have two options.
Okay.
Maybe a third, probably with photo taking.
Okay.
And I wanted to do cybersecurity because I realized everything is going to be online. Like as you can tell, yeah, you're watching us right now. We're online, and most of our money is going to be online. Like a lot of people use Cash App.
Yeah.
Too many. Not saying everyone shouldn't use it, but too many people are using Cash App. And the thing people don't talk about is that the creator of Cash App actually got killed last year. People don't know it.
I heard something like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a random killing as well. I think they didn't know exactly the reasoning behind it.
I've read that someone said that it was a conflict or a hate crime.
Could be either, yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of people have been victimized by Cash App. You know,
a lot of scammers
getting a lot of money has been taken through mechanisms.
And the thing
like
is,
that.
He died 2 weeks after the crash. That's the thing, and most people don't even look into that. Like I, not saying that you should, and I hope that you don't.
I don't feed into a lot of conspiracies, and there are a lot of them out there today. It's like, for instance, we got the ex-president Donald Trump in town today. So, and he's been spewing out a lot of conspiracies himself. So,
I mean, some of them. I mean, I don't know. I don't personally think I can trust him. Ever since the the stomping ground of the in Washington.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can get behind that, but at the same time, it's still respect, but I wouldn't assume you to be.
Yeah, the respect is there because he accomplished, being in the office of president. But when you look at the fact that he almost overturned Congress, I mean, the government.
And having someone not telling the president no is bad.
But what do you think about that? And, we don't have to go in depth into it, but, how many people around the country can forgive him for trying to overthrow the government,
honestly,
and reelect him, and a lot of the other things he's been convicted of, and then you got other people who have some of the same charges or felons that can't vote, but he can be president.
Honestly, I believe that people don't forgive him, but they want to see how this rides out with him.
But you can't ride it out with the American public. You really come on,
can't. You really can't.
Let's ride it out with America. Let's see what it's going to be. Come on.
8
really?
years later, wasteland.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we going to go to, the barbaric era or something? I don't know.
But I believe that with the Kamala Harris, honestly, I believe
vice president
that was, I think, what's the word, accommodated or sponsored by Joe Biden and Barack. And honestly, two presidents. And I wouldn't say too much about Joe Biden. He did really good. He did really good.
He was a good president.
He did what we needed. We needed stuff, and he wanted to help other countries as well.
Yeah, he might have. Some people say he timed out a little bit. Yeah. He got a little slow, but for the most part, I think his legacy, his presidential legacy, is intact.
Okay. I had also wanted to talk about. Sorry. The Diddy situation.
Oh, here we go. Not Diddy.
Yeah. So.
No, we got to be careful not to convict him before he's convicted.
Never.
But it looked like he got some heavy stuff coming down at him.
Yeah, heavy as in a box full of, what do you call it? Baby oil. Baby oil.
A box full of baby oil.
Yes, a box full of baby oils. I've heard that you shouldn't have those. You shouldn't have those with all the what do you call it? What's that word? Allegations, because I don't want to assume he did something bad, which I think he did, but I don't think that those bottles should be in this house after all those allegations with
I don't know why he would have that much baby oil. Maybe he was in the oil wrestling. I don't know, but if he had oil, it's not illegal to have baby oil, and
it's not.
So for us to say, well, it's kind of strange. It might be.
It might be, but we don't know the details.
Did he have a oil pit? I don't know. I don't know if he had an oil pit and he was in the oil wrestling, midget oil wrestling, or what. So, I mean, it's not illegal. So, I mean, we can't harp on that. We can't harp on that. So, some of the other issues that he got going on, like some of the allegations now, if any of those are true, I don't know what kind of time he's going to get. But it's not a whole lot of people that's really coming forward. The one young lady who is coming forward, she really can't talk about the case because she accepted money. So, her part of it, can't even be brought into a court of law.
Because she was
paid off.
Yeah, paid off, basically.
For whatever reason. Paying her off is not necessarily an admission of guilt. But the TMZ tape was devastating. So
that was devastating to everyone. I think we both seen it at the same time. Yeah, and when we saw the clip of him running out of the house,
kicking her
and all that, I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was enough to say there got to be some substance to some of the stuff that's going on. And then again, because that tape leaked like it did, and she was paid off, how is that going to help or hurt them being able to prosecute him?
Right, because it happened, but we literally can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, because she paid him off. You paid him off. Yeah. So is that going to prejudice a jury when it comes to trying to jury selection? Or
because they're going to really try their best to use that clip.
Yeah,
they're going to try everything in their power to use that clip.
And I seen another. It was another newscast where they were trying to say he was saying if he was to go to jail or if he was going down, other people would be going down around him. So I guess in reference to him telling on other people or snitching or whatever. So, it's going to be interesting to see how it falls out and see who else get caught up in this web.
Oh, this web's going to be huge. This is going to be.
I got a feeling it is going to be.
It's
huge.
Going to be like it's going to start with Diddy. And then it's going to end with Justin Bieber.
Well, oh, wow. Possibility. But check this out now. Now, keeping Harvey Epstein. Now, check this out now. They said the same thing about him. But how quickly he died, all of that just went out of the news.
Yeah.
Where you had individuals like Trump and a lot of other dignitaries had went to his island.
Yeah, but they never explained what they did, though.
They didn't explain. Well, he was on the same charges as Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
Actually. He was under some of the same charges as Diddy. But when he died, he was supposed to have this black book of name and numbers and all this stuff. And none of that is resurfaced.
Really?
None of it. And once he died, it was like you don't even hear about Epstein anymore at all.
Yeah, I mean,
when is the last time you heard about him?
Got me there. That's like 3 months ago.
And he's been dead, what, a couple of years or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think that unless that book gets found and unless he actually
it's not if it gets found. The book has been found.
Matter of fact, they just don't want to bring nothing out yet.
Matter of fact, his the lady who was assisting him, she just went to jail recently. You got too much information that that's available that's not coming out that can implicate so many other people. So you gotta wonder, how far is this gonna go?
Right.
If you didn't pursue Epstein and he was, at your top tier of pedophile, molester, or whatever you can be,
right?
And the people who was associated with him, you only heard about him going down and the young lady. It couldn't be just two people run an enterprise that big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it really couldn't because they even said, what's that one guy who he was in a wheelchair? He passed away. He was really smart.
I know who you're talking about.
But
he was a genius.
He was a genius, yes. He was also on an island. And they said that he was into naked midgets solving equations. That was his thing.
Yeah, but he was ambulatory. I mean, he only could talk.
I mean,
I don't
who
even know
knows?
if he
is
could
that
talk.
justified?
Well, somebody had to get him there. You know, it ain't like he drove or flew. Come on now.
Someone knows.
Somebody brought him there.
Knows.
So that goes to my point, though. That goes to my point. If he was there at that island, who drove him there? And who drove him for that purpose? Aren't they equally as guilty?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I'm with you. That's the way I think. I mean, you know, you got a guy that you said went to the island who is probably one of the smartest minds in the world. Who can't move no part of his body.
I think he did all the planning.
So you know, was he the victim or I don't know who took him there? Who took him there?
Also, I'm
curious.
I have also another thing to talk about. It involves Marines, yes, but there's a group called MARSOC.
I haven't heard of them.
MARSOC, yeah, yep. And at first, when I first wanted to go to the Marines, I was like, yeah, I want to join MARSOC, but I never knew the qualifications. Yo, these guys, they're the best of the best. Like,
no, they're not the best of the best.
Hey, I don't know, but these guys, it's the qualifications you need.
82nd Airborne Division all day, baby.
Really?
82nd Airborne Division, man.
But no, I mean, they honestly, I wanted to be one because me and my friend, what's his name? He actually passed away. He was young. I think he was killed he was at a party. We were supposed to co-sign for Marines.
Okay.
And he ended up dying. And like at first, you know, I felt a little guilt. I was like, man, what if I just pulled him in right then and there at the Marines? Right. But I was like, dang, there's nothing I could do about it. It was mostly guilt, you know, because I knew the dude. Like literally, we looked the same, low key. He just had dreads, but like he would have been an awesome Marine, like genuinely, like
possibly.
Top.
I mean, you know, it's a crazy thing about when you're young. You look at the Marines and you look for special forces or you know some of these other units, and once you find the criteria or the qualifications, and you jump into it, you be like, wow, I done bit off a little more than I can chew, you know. And it's the same thing with you know, going airborne. You know, you gun ho at first until you get in that plane and you hooked up and they open that door, you looking out like, oh man, what did I get into? Yeah.
You mean you want to jump from
and
there?
When that green light come on and they say go, and y'all just funneling out, it's too late to change your mind. You know, you going out that door because you got, you know, 30 or 40 people behind you and they pushing.
Right. I heard that they genuinely push.
Yeah, they push. They ain't necessarily pushing you like
but
that.
They give you the nudge to get off.
You got this static line in your hand, and you got to make sure you hand that static line off. Because if you mess around and mess up, you or the person behind you can get caught up on that static line and be beaten against the side of the plane, and they might have to cut you loose. Yeah. So it's you know, once you really look at some of the stuff you get into in the service, if you go in there for a specific MOS or a job, you got to realize what that MOS or a job. Some people won't tell you. Well, they'll say, well, you qualify for this or you follow. Now, what does that equate to on the outside? What kind of job is that on the outside?
Right, because you can do one thing, but that could be useless to the real world.
To the real world, you know, you can be like, "Oh, I'm going to be a tank specialist." Right. What is that on the outside?
Right, like you got to realize that there's a deadline when
what is that on the outside? The janitor? I don't know.
The lunch lady.
Or you know, you might be dealing in some mechanics or something like that. Right. But is that what you want to do for the rest of your life? So when you're talking to your recruiters and stuff like that, and they're saying, well, you qualify this job, it's other things you need to look at now. How fast did this job get promoted in the service? Do I want to do this job for the rest of my life?
What is the fastest way to build up my ranks? But at the same time, what is the most easiest way? Somewhere I can get out of here.
Yeah. And some of the biggest misconceptions is, if say for instance you sign up and they give you a guaranteed, well, you can go to school while you're in or something. It depends, because a lot of veterans who get turned off on the military is because they were promised the opportunity to go to college.
Right.
So when they get in there, they find out that company commander doesn't necessarily have to honor that.
That's what you gotta have it on paper.
Yeah, well, even if it's on paper, sometime you figure out rather quickly that you ain't gonna be going to school. You better take a correspondence course or something like that. But when we deploy and go to the field, guess what?
Yeah,
college the sideline. Yeah,
you ain't schooling.
Yeah,
but I mean, I also have a little question for you.
Shoot.
Alrighty, so now I've asked this question before, and I hope you have a different answer for it.
Let's see.
It's the leprechaun. It's the leprechaun.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay.
Ask this question again.
I'm gonna ask it again. You got to come up with something new. If you remember what you responded with.
I might not remember.
All right. So the question was, if you were, let's say you're at home, 8 p.m., long day at work, and you're just taking a nap, and you wake up and see an angry leprechaun. What is your first reaction? Like, what do you do?
I have no clue of what I would do. It depends on how close I would be to my firearm. I would probably shoot him because he would have no reason to be in my house. So he would probably be a dead leprechaun. So
okay.
Now that's a crazy question for me anyway. The way I think, that would be a crazy question. Now, the way you proposed the question to me, what would you do?
Honestly, the best thing I could do is just feed it.
You're gonna feed it?
Yeah, I mean, it's mad at me and might as well give it a plate. I mean, it's the only way to calm someone down. Hey, mad.
Next subject, please.
Next subject. All right.
I don't know how to handle that. I ain't never seen a leprechaun mad or happy other than on TV. So.
But when growing up, was there like a specific friend that got you through like your boot camp?
Through boot camp. No, I had a guy by the name of me and a guy named Earl Wolf. He was from Boston. He and I became very close, and we ended up going through basic training, AIT, and jump school, and was stationed at Fort Bragg together.
Oh,
so he was one of them guys who was always with me. I think some of the major people who prepared me or who assisted me in getting through my military time wasn't in the military with me at all. I had a lot of friends that was back here, so when I came home, they were very supportive of the fact that I went, and some of them tried to go and couldn't go. So It was an accomplishment that I had made that a lot of them who wanted to go couldn't go. So that made it a little more palatable or easy for me to, stay in the military as long as I did. But for the most part, it was just a lot that I learned, through high school at Central, and relationships and friendships at Central. And a lot of those guys had opportunities that I didn't, as far as like college and stuff like that. A lot of those guys, the preparation for college was a little bit more hands-on than it was in my family. Right. In my family, it was like 18, it's time to go, get out.
Yeah.
That mentality. It wasn't 18, you're going to college, and it wasn't that stringent. College wasn't even second thought. Right. It was make it to 18. Yeah, make it to 18 and get out. So if you're getting it that way from home, then it's a situation of there's no expectation beyond high school.
Yeah.
Other than what's in your heart or in your mind, because they don't have the the financial ability to send you to college. So my thing was, I was always thinking at 18, I got to have a plan. Right. So for me, 18, and being a heck of a football player and wrestler, I said, well, I have an opportunity to go to college. So, but they said, well, if you pay for the first year, we'll put you on scholarship. So I said, okay, that's what I'll do. So my parents couldn't afford the first year. So I got mad and went to the service. So I went in under the Bear program. They told me I can go to college. And I did. I went to college for a year. And I thought because I was doing so well in college, I would be able to stay. And Uncle Sam said, no, you got to come back to me. So, yeah. So, I mean, it was, it was disappointments, it was anger, it was uh, you had an opportunity, you walk on, you make it onto a major football program in college, and they accepted you. They're ready to put you on scholarship, and Uncle Sam say no. So
Wow.
things change.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, Uncle Sam be like, so he's
Well,
a mean uncle.
What do you think about the military, though? I mean, when you join the Army, what does that mean to you when you join the Army?
Well,
if you join the Army.
Well, I believe that it's a place to really look up to. But
how do you feel about ownership?
Ownership?
You believe a person has the ability to own you?
No. I mean,
you become government property when you sign your name.
I know.
You become government property. So if you intentionally hurt yourself, they can take your money from you.
I mean, I know someone who actually injured themselves to get out of the military and actually got away with it.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't saying you can't
Not
get
saying
away
I'm
with
saying
it.
names.
Yeah, you can get away with anything, but some people will do exactly what you said because they don't want to go. They may, hurt their knee or ain't gonna say I can't walk or run anymore.
What?
And Uncle Sam can say, "Oh, you did this to yourself," and you can get what's called an Article 15, Uniform Code of Military Justice, and they can give you Article 15 and take your rank and take your money.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you just derank and you just lose something out your funds.
Nah, that ain't the way it works. No, you actually are tried by your company commander and first sergeant, platoon leader, and they can decide what your punishment is. But you have the Uniform Code of Military Justice to fall back on to help you. But again, they're owned by the military as well.
Yeah, so you have no say.
Not necessarily. You have some say. You got some say, but you have really no authority when you're in the military. You're supposed to follow the orders given. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, how are you liking this football season that's about to start soon?
Oh man, my Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I noticed the hat. I was like,
my Pittsburgh Steelers are undefeated right now.
Really?
Yeah, they undefeated 2-0.
Okay. Who are they going against next?
I don't know who they play next. They may have a bye week, but they're undefeated. They got 2 straight wins. So if they stay healthy, the defense is playing lights out right now. What's your team right now? You the Lions fan or what?
Honestly, I'm not too big on football, but I gotta support Lions. I'm next to Detroit. I've been there for a year or two. Okay. I don't enjoy it. It's kind of dirty down there, but I gotta go with my state for real. I have to.
I silently root for them.
Yeah, silently. I don't go woo, put on a blue jersey. Yeah. But I will 100%. Someone asked me, "Are you a Lions fan?"
All right. So can I get personal now for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Question, man. Are you dating right now?
Yes, sir.
You ain't gonna say her name. Jeez, Pete, you about to get yourself in trouble.
I am dating this young woman named Anaya. She is very pretty to me.
Okay.
Very pretty to me. And I'm hoping, 50 years.
Oh, you're thinking about, I'm thinking about down the line marriage and all of that.
Well, 40, 30, no, 26. I'll give her 26.
26 years?
Yeah, she's not watching this right now, but I'll give her 26 and now.
Oh, she's going to see this.
She's going to see this? Oh, yeah, this is a podcast. But besides that, 26.
Wow, so it's serious.
I got no other interest. The only thing I'm doing is just trying to get a house.
I got you.
Make sure finance stable, do my thing, have fun.
The first thing you said to me when I saw you today, it made my heart just flutter like, man, this guy's really got it on the ball. When you said, hey, I just came from Elga. I just opened up an account. I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do that. I've been trying to get all my stuff together. My mom finally she's giving me a car. The car that doesn't work, I have to fix it up myself.
Makes sense.
It's a little Cadillac. I love it. Well, I don't like the windows. You can see too much inside. I'm gonna have to just buy some tint for that.
Hey man, trust me. The more tint, the more problems.
Yeah, so. Just a little bit. I don't know.
See, your back windows can be darker,
the back windows can
but
be
the
dark.
front windows, they have to be able to see in,
okay.
so you won't have any problems getting pulled over every day and stuff like
but
that.
With Naya, she's smart. I hope those AP classes are not whooping her right now.
Well, they might be, but they're gonna help her in the long run.
I mean, with her teacher, Mr. Caudell, he's a very good teacher. He taught me my AP statistics. It's honestly, statistics is the most, in my opinion, it's real easy.
Yeah.
If you simple explain it to someone, so how it works is what we were doing was, what do you call it? Oh, Caudell's so mad at me right now.
Yeah,
Caudell's so mad at me right now. So we were trying to figure out what is the probability. Let's say you walk in Chick-fil-A.
Right.
And you're trying to see the probability. Let's say if someone have the same name as you, you would have to ask about 50 people, like, what is your name? And you have to do the math on what is the reoccurrence of
somebody having the same
your name. And that can be, well, for Chick-fil-A, 1,000 people go through there a day. I see it myself. 1,000 people do go through there a day. And if you have Joe, you are the best name there. I did it all. I actually did it on my free time. Joe is the number one name to come up to the top.
I bet you don't run into a lot of Tredales, huh?
No, I really don't. I find a whole lot of Marks. I find John, yes, Bill. John, Bill, everything, like Zoe. What's another one? My favorite one, Alana. I see that a lot. Alana, they even spell it wrong. Like, okay. Not even the people. Like, sometimes people like spell Alana with an E at the end. I don't know how that makes sense. I genuinely don't.
I've rarely found a name like mine.
Really?
I done seen an Odell, Tredale, Rodale, but I never seen another. Well, I know of one other Tredale because I know where my name came from. Mm-hmm. So.
But I believe that I think I'm the only person with my name in Flint, Markion. I mean, there's a lot of Kions.
But
Markions, I believe I'm the...
Yeah, that probably would be rare.
Yeah, I'm the only person. There's a Marion. There's a lot of Marions.
Yeah.
There's too many Marions. But my name is too unique.
So what do you think your mom's going to say when she see this podcast?
Come home and do this laundry. Come home and do this laundry. Or she laying in her bed right now, rolling over like, I don't want to see this.
What about your little brother?
My little brother? Oh, my little brother's going to... Yo, I forgot to tell him about this. Recently, he's real...
He gonna be like, you on TV. Like,
you been on YouTube?
You about to be his hero, man. He gonna be like, oh, my brother's my hero.
Me and my brother, we're like literally best friends. If honestly, my little brother would lie for me more than my mom. She will lie. Well, he will say one thing and it'll be a complete lie. You'd be like, yeah, let me tell you something. I did break that. Like, no, really, like yesterday, he lost his phone. He completely lost it. What he did was we're outside in the morning and he wanted to use his phone for like 10 minutes. I let him. I'm not gonna tell him you can't use his phone. It's before school. So I give him his phone. Turns out I forgot to take it back from him before he got on the school bus. This guy decides to grab his phone, put it on the floor, cement floor, get on the bus. And that's it. He doesn't tell no one. Nothing. We get home. My mom calls me out of nowhere. It's like, what? 3:00. She's like, yeah, tell me why your brother lost his phone. I'm like, oh, just call it. No, Kion. Yo, this guy put it outside in the street.
So he wouldn't take it to school.
He wouldn't take it to school. I'm thinking, I was like, it's still out there. No, our neighborhood is actually pretty active. Someone swiped that phone.
Yeah, but you can locate it though, can't you?
I don't know his Gmail. Corey made his stuff to where that you can't find it. Like his Gmail is full of numbers, a name, and just full of numbers that we don't remember.
Yeah, but you can track it. I think just by the number itself, I believe you can track it. Find out where that is. It did take you directly to where I lost my phone a couple of weeks ago. And I used my Apple Watch.
Oh, to locate it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
My Apple Watch told me exactly where it was.
Like how many steps away and everything?
It took me it wasn't even in my house.
It wasn't? Well, it's just a little like pointer?
No, it gave me the address and everything of where it was.
I need to get an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
I need to get an Apple Watch.
It's an extension of your phone.
Right.
And then to tell you exactly where it is.
Nah, because me and Naya, well, she can actually see where I'm at right now.
Okay.
And I can see where she's at. Obviously, that's cool. Well, home now.
Home
but
now, yeah.
No, so
she might be at work.
No, she might actually be at work. I hope she's at work. But this weekend, we're gonna. Well, I told her that it's either hibachi or sushi. Yeah, and sushi wins.
Both? Yeah.
Sushi wins, but I believe that. I mean, have you ever tried hibachi?
I've
never personally tried it.
Oh, hibachi is amazing.
I've never tried it.
They cook the food right there in front of you.
Right there in front
amazing.
of you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the name for that was so different. I don't want to say it because I want to be embarrassed. I know
No, they got two of them. One of the hibachis, the food is already prepared. It's like all you can eat. Then they got one, the other one on Karana, and they got one on Karana and Linden.
Wait, next to Sagano's, right?
I'm talking about Sagano's.
Oh, wait, they're the same place?
Sagano's is one and the same where they cook it in front of you. Oh. Then if you go down to Linden and Linden, there's another hibachi, but most of the food is already prepared. But it's all you can eat.
I mean, the only thing I've seen anything relating to hibachi is the rice. I'm sorry,
no, they get way more than that.
I've never because I don't know if they sell like what kind of meat. I don't know because
it's normally chicken, steak, shrimp, surf, turf. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. You said lobster.
Yeah.
You're lying.
No,
that's hibachi this whole time.
Yeah, if you go to Sagano's, you can order any of that.
I mean,
that's the spot too. Sagano's is.
I got work tomorrow.
That's good.
I don't got work tomorrow.
That is the spot, man. That is the spot.
But I mean, I hope that with the next, couple of months with this car, because I also wrote down everything I needed for this car. I mean, I got to get these wheels, 4 new wheels.
Before winter.
I mean,
you got to get it running.
I got to get it running. All I think I need is a battery. And I already have the towing service, everything.
I just had to buy a battery today. My battery for my car was about $200.
Yeah, that's what scared me. Mine.
How much money have you been able to save?
With me and being hungry and fat.
It don't sound like you done saved a lot of money, buddy. Let's see if we can get him in that overtime.
No, I actually been working overtime.
Oh, okay.
But the only thing I do, I only have about 175 at my bank right now.
Okay.
Saved up. But I'm happy that I can already buy the first 2 tires.
Well,
I could buy the first 2 tires.
That's a start.
And only thing that I'm really scared of about this car is the door handle. Now, I know that sounds like, what's wrong with the door handle? The thing is, you can't roll up the window. Only thing you do is open it. And knowing me, I get hot I get cold very easily.
You don't know if the AC works, right?
No, the AC does not work.
Heat or AC doesn't work.
No work. But I can live through it. I can live through it. For a first car, you got to do it.
Listen, man.
You got to go
in the winter, man. You got to be able to defrost your windows.
Oh, yeah.
If not, they're gonna be steamed up. You won't even be able to see.
Start up the car and just wait.
Yeah. That ain't gonna work. Trust me. It's gonna be all steamed up. You gonna be sitting in the car full of gas and can't see out the windows. Like, this ain't gonna work. But go through some paper towel, wiping the steam off the windows. Like, what's wrong with this dude, man? Get your stuff fixed, man.
The thing is, Naya, her first car, she told me that she wanted it to be a what do you call it? A Honda.
Okay.
A Honda, yeah. She's so into those cars.
A Honda? I thought she was on a Jeep kick.
I mean, no, her favorite car is Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah. But you know what? We need to let people know that if you dial 248-820-5053, you can reach us here and you can be a part of this conversation. Again, that's 248-820-5053. And you can get on here with Kion, and I'm Tredale. They call me Tree. And we're just having a discussion about life and, we're trying to make sure that our younger viewers and some of our older viewers get an opportunity to talk to gentlemen like Kion and older gentlemen like myself and start a dialogue so that we can create a community that is proactive, not reactive, and we can communicate with the older and the younger generation, man. And it's truly a pleasure to have been here on here with you today, man. But again, if you ever want to call up here or if you want to create some content, understand that if you call 248-820-5053 and ask for Mr. Grundy, again, that's Mr. Grundy, or Mr. Mayfield, you guys can create content in this wonderful studio here. And again, it's been a pleasure to be in here with Kion today.
It's always a pleasure with you.
Always.
And this room is actually really good. You guys need to come in here.
Hey,
really.
It's an awesome place to create a conversation.
Like, share, and subscribe, please, for both of us. Because I would like to come back. I actually do like stuff like this.
Yeah. Again, please like, share, subscribe, call in 248-820-5053, and make sure you guys support businesses like this that can help you get your content out to the public.
Basically, how even this stuff even came through. I mean, my great friend, Johnson, right? Mayfield. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mayfield. He's a great person. He came out of nowhere. I mean, he offered me to come through a podcast, and I honestly, at first, Grundy, I'm so sorry. I apologize, but he came out of nowhere. And he offered me an opportunity to do this. And honestly, it's low-key the best thing I did all month.
Wow.
Like, genuinely, the best thing I did all month.
That's big. So, just imagine, an opportunity to come to a studio like this and create content. So often we see people just using their phone creating content. But when you can come to an environment like this, and people can call in, again, 248-820-5053. And you got guys like Mr. Mayfield. You got guys like Grundy tutoring or helping or assisting you with your content to get it out to the public with the opportunity. And we know now how things can go viral overnight. And this content may turn out to be the catalyst to get you 1 million likes. And you're starting to get paid for that. So it's something to take serious, and it's an opportunity, again, for other people to come up here and talk to Grundy and talk to Mr. Mayfield and get on here and blow up this content for not just them, but for you as well, and then to give the audience an opportunity to see a state-of-the-art studio that the public can use. And we got a lot of veteran support around here. We got Mr. Grundy, who's working with veterans throughout the state of Michigan and Genesee County. He's doing amazing things. So, this is the kind of platforms that we need to support. And we got young artists like yourself coming out, and you're talking to the public about some serious issues and some of the things on your mind and heart, like P. Diddy's oil, and and we're talking about politics, and we didn't say nothing about people eating cats and pets and stuff like that. We talked about real stuff. Good. You done went down and did something positive with your life as a young man today, and opened up your first account. You've gotten your first car from your mom, and that's worthy information to put out there, because if you're doing it, then you just started working as well. If you're doing it, then how many other people can see this example and, strive to do some things in their lives positive like you're doing? So I take my hat off to you, and I take my hat off to your girlfriend, Anaya, and your family, man. You're an awesome young man.
Thank you. I'm actually 18 years old. I hope to...
Southwestern graduate. Unfortunately.
But it's a great place to be at. I mean, I met an Idell there. I mean,
yeah. I mean, hey. I can't say nothing negative about that.
It's once you go there, people are well, most of the people are actually really good there. I
Yeah.
mean, people come there to actually learn. Well, a good sum of people come there to actually learn. You just gotta really find that.
Yeah.
And if you find that, I mean, you surround people that you want to be with, and the good vibes and all whatever, you will be good in life. I really believe in that. If you
I believe
surround
that.
yourself with good people and like people that's not, let's go jump this what do you call it? Let's go jump this midget or something like that. No. You need people, little person.
Yeah.
You need people around like, hey
Oh.
guys, how are we gonna make 10,000 tomorrow?
Yeah. Hopefully
with
some
this
of the,
business idea.
hopefully some of the people that you went to school with to see this content and call in again 248-820-5053. And they'll get in touch with Mr. Grundy or Mr. Mayfield. And you never know what's going to be the platform that hits, but we know it's going to be a platform that hits.
Oh yeah. We always on the platform.
Always.
Of course.
Always.
Above and beyond the plate.
Above and beyond.
But also, when how long have you stayed in Flint?
Well, I grew up here, so I went to elementary at Garfield. I went to Whittier, and then I went to Flint Central. So I've been here. I can't say all my life because after I graduated high school, I went to the military and been all over the world. I've been to Europe. I've been to Korea, Norway, Iraq, Turkey, Istanbul. I've been to Japan, and I've been to Alaska. By far, the coldest place I've ever been in my life is Norway.
Really?
Yeah, and I've been all over the U.S. So, my military service has gave me an opportunity to see the world. Really, to see the world.
Also, in Norway, did you sleep in a lot?
I slept outside.
You slept outside?
Yeah, it was actually for cold weather training. So, you had guys losing toes over there, fingers, because the stuff was actually freeze. So it was it was a good experience to learn how to survive outside in the wilderness. But it was by far the coldest place I ever been in my life. I mean, can you imagine a waterfall freezing in midstream? So the top layer of water had frozen solid.
What?
So the water below it was still flowing, but
you
it was like a whole
icicle?
like a huge block ice with water running up under it. And you're like, oh my God.
Have you ever, like, when you were there, was the showers hot?
No, they were lukewarm. And keep in mind, you weren't showering inside, you're showering outside. So whatever you had available, if you wasn't the first one to shower, it got colder and colder.
Oh, really? So it worked like that?
Yeah. If you was first one in, you like, boy.
Yeah, this is real nice.
But you didn't want it to be, you didn't want it to be too hot because you'll go back out in this, sub-zero weather. Mm-hmm. And then you're in a situation now your body got to readjust from that. So your pores is open, you can get sick. So it just a couple of opportunities to experience stuff like that. And you get to see different cultures, different dishes. Like you say you like sushi now, I ain't a big sushi fan, so I might try it one day because everybody I hear say they like it.
Okay. If I bring you a plate.
No,
hold on. With the description of everything that's in it.
I'll tell you what, I am the person who would try different stuff. So I'm not gonna say I wouldn't try it. I mean, it wouldn't be like
the best.
I don't know what the best is when it comes. You eat oysters?
No, I actually never ate an oyster. Never.
Okay. Now, I don't like raw oysters, but I like smoked oysters. So.
Hey, how about maybe one day we bring our dishes. I'll bring you some sushi, and you give me an oyster. I've never actually had an oyster before. My mom eats them, but I stay away.
Okay, she eat them out the can, I imagine. Or she eat the raw ones.
I think she eats the raw ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But other than that, what's another question? I have a lot of stuff in
here. No mountain oysters, no.
Oh, also with the Chick-fil-A, have you ever explored the menu, anything over there?
Not really. I'm not a big Chick-fil-A person, you know. But I like going through the airport. I will stop and get a Chick-fil-A sandwich or something. Nah, I'm crazy about their fries, the waffle fries.
Oh yeah, they're waffle fries.
Oh
I think I
my!
got some in the back.
Oh man, crazy about them fries, man.
Oh man.
And the little nuggets or bites or whatever they call them.
Oh, the chicken bites.
Yeah, I like those
I
as well.
love those. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, I can't get enough of them.
Where is it?
I cannot get enough of them.
What is your favorite breed of dog?
My favorite. Well, it's a 2-part question. My favorite dog, and I am a dog. I had dogs my whole life. I had a Chihuahua and Pomeranian mix by the name of Sugar. She was one of the smartest and most wonderful dogs I ever had. My favorite dog is a dog that I've never had before in life, and it's a Cane Corso.
A Cane Corso?
It's a Cane Corso. He's majestic. He's a beautiful animal.
The thing is, when I was younger, I think I told you a story. My dad and mom had an American Bulldog. Those are humongous dogs.
This Cane Corso would probably make that look like a midget.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
My days.
Yeah, Cane Corso was man. Man.
But my mom
huge.
My mom told me that the dog was trained by deaf people, so it knew sign language, and it was very smart. And then one day, my mom said I decided to go down a vent, and the dog just followed behind me, like one of those open wall vents. Yeah, my mom was like, "Yeah, you were like 6.
Oh, you got stuck in the vent.
5. Yeah, 6 or 5. It was one of those 2 numbers. I went in the vent. The dog went behind me. We sat there for like 10 minutes. No, sat there for an hour. My mom said I started crying out of nowhere because I didn't know how to get out, and she never knew I was in there. And all she heard was just the echoes of just me. So she was oh gosh, yeah. So basically, she was just, is that a ghost? I'm like, mom. She was like looking around. They're like, what's going on, mom?
And you in the vent?
Yeah, I'm in the vent, and the dog's barking in the vent as well. So the dog knew I was in distress because the dog was also a service dog at the time.
Right.
Like, my dad spent at least $5,000 on that dog. Yeah, he really wanted it. And turns out, like, my mom told me how the dog passed away. It ate paint. Yeah.
Lead
Poisoning. Got it. Now, my mom was like, if that dog was still here, that would be your best friend today.
Yeah. You know, a friend of mine, her dog just passed recently as well. And guess what? He didn't pass away from lead poisoning, but he was drinking toilet water.
What?
You know how you put the blue dye in there? It messed up his kidneys and stuff like that and killed him. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I hope
so for those of you who may have pets, be careful because if they're drinking the dye out of toilet water, it can kill them. So be careful.
Yeah, most things that seems innocent for like dog treats, they have a lot of bad stuff in it.
They took one of them off the shelf, really? Wagon wheel or something like that. They took it off for a while.
Orange dog and like a whole little
wagon. They took it off for a while because of the ingredients. And again, if you're listening to our voice out there, be careful with your pets. And if you have any questions or if you want to be a part of this content, again, call 248-820-5053. Mr. Grundy or Mr. Mayfield, they definitely be able to get you taken care of. Again, that's 248-820-5053.
Yeah, but my German Shepherd,
it's an older dog. How old is that dog?
She is pretty old. She is like, I don't know the exact age, but think of her as a 67-year-old woman.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. 67-year-old woman. And
I seen her little hips look like they're getting bad.
Yeah, the little back walk.
Yeah, I seen her hips getting a little bad.
So basically, my mom actually lost her for like 3 days. Yeah, she she got mad at her because she pooped in her room. Put her outside, and after that, she was like, yeah, I heard a little fumbling because she got wrapped around a chair, and then she freaked out and yanked off the train, and then she stayed in front of the house for like an hour and then wandered off. That's what I.
Where'd you find her at?
I didn't find her. Someone else did. They found her and just told her to get in the backseat of the car, and honestly just followed.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, you're nice," and just hop in the back of the car. Turns out she has a tracker. My dog does have a tracker. We found her. Basically, my mom tried to get her back from this woman. The woman didn't trust us, right? I mean, obviously, understandable, but at the same time, just that my mom. I think my mom was being a little irritating because my mom has a mouth. Hope you don't see this, mom. But yeah, so basically, my mom was like, she was like, "Yeah, I don't think this is your dog. I need to come down to the police department to see if this is your really dog or not." And like, my mom was like, "Sure, yeah, I'll come down." The woman never showed up. Yeah, the woman never showed up. So my mom was getting mad. She was like, "You're acting weird." Turns out the woman blocked her
She was
because
going to keep the dog.
yeah, bro. After that, like, we got someone else into it. The person who actually checks where what do
The
you call
chip
it?
follows.
The chip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had actually got all the information for her, from him, about the woman who previous owned our dog. And my granddad, when he had her, it was really a gift from another person. I didn't know that. So the lady that was on the phone explaining how, how do we, or how my granddad had the dog, she came from a barn, honestly, literally came from a barn. And she gave my granddad the dog while she was about a teenager. So about like 16, walking around doing little stuff. And my granddad kept the dog for that long. And after all of that, we found out that the dog wasn't under his name. It was still under the old woman's name.
Who gave him the dog?
Yeah, who gave him the dog. So we got the information from her. We switched it all over. My mom's the actual new owner of the dog, which I wish I was the owner of the dog, Mom. I want the dog. But I'm a co-owner of the dog now. So I'm real happy. We can find her. If she runs off now, we'll find her.
Would you get another animal?
I don't know. I mean, I want to give my dog a puppy, but at the same time, it's just
she's never had a litter.
Never. I mean, yes, she has. She had before, but I don't want her getting. I don't want the puppy getting attached too much because what if it's about that? It's about that time where the dog will pass, and I'm hoping I get another year out of her. Yeah. I'm hoping a little 2 years because I heard on the internet that pets pass away after their owner, the previous owner.
Sometimes they like heartbroken or whatever. Yeah,
but she's happy. She chilling. I went home. Well, I came home last night. Man, I have a whole video of her. This was, I think, Monday morning. Monday or Sunday morning. I have a whole video of her. She was too lazy to get up, but she was so happy to see me. Yeah, she was laying in her bed. I previous just bought her a bed. It's the same color as her, so she can blend in anytime she wants.
She loves her bed.
Yeah, she loves that bed. Hold on, let me pull up the video of her. She is such a good dog.
How's she in the winter?
Oh, she's annoying.
She just she's loving that bed, just shaking her tail.
Right, she's like, "Oh, that's you, Kion. Come here." Honestly, I wish that people will not let dogs fight. I wish people would love them more because in our neighborhood, it's bad with dogs. People like fight with dogs, and like I hear dogs literally across from my house. There's only trees in an abandoned house, and all you hear is dog. There's like 7 dogs over there.
Wow.
Yeah, they keep them outside.
I hate anybody who does dogs. I had a neighbor. He's not over there anymore, but he had 2 dogs, and they would like bark constantly. So they was always interrupting my sleep. And he didn't take care of them. He would be gone for like months and expect his mom to be alive or someone else to take care of him. And it was just a terrible scene. I would go over and feed them and stuff. So,
I mean, I would like to go to those dogs, but those dogs are just prone to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I walk past them, like I walk every day. At least go to the store once a day. I walk there every day. I got to at least keep my little skinniness. I'm a little down before winter, before I, build up muscle.
Yeah.
But like every time I walk past, pure aggression. pure aggression, like nothing else, like foaming from them, pure aggression. And I feel bad. Like no dog should just be prone to just fight.
They're doing a lot of building over there where you live over there. I seen this guy, and he was on Wood Street, I believe it was, and he had one of the biggest pit bulls I ever seen in my life. It was a gray one, and it was huge. The
thing is, people sell, what do you call them? I feel bad for people who breed bulldog, or these like short stub bulldogs. Sometimes I feel bad for those dogs because they can't physically defend themselves. Think.
Well, it depends on what
they're considered a wiener dog to me.
It depends on what comes after them.
Yeah.
I've been seen a couple of dogs that should not run up on any kind of bulldog.
The thing is, there was actually 2 days ago, I was walking home from work, and I seen this bulldog roaming around in the streets. It was a beautiful looking dog, but he was just so small, and he couldn't walk right. He was just, patty walking left and right. I realized who the owner was. People live down the street, and like one dog is super sweet, and then the other dog is complete. Like he's so mean. She's so mean. Basically, their dog knows the whole layout of the gate, obviously, and this gate door stays open all the time because I have no idea. I have no idea why it's always like that. Yeah. She came out of nowhere on me one day. It's middle in the morning. I have ear pods in. Yeah. I'm listening to some jazz. Jazz is my stuff. I love it.
What kind of jazz you listen to? Favorite artist? Let me see. Let me see if you know jazz.
Honestly, I don't have a favorite artist, but I like music for sound.
So you like Miles Davis jazz, or you like Najee jazz, or Michael Franks, or
Michael Franks?
Yeah,
Michael Franks. You got me right there. Michael Franks.
Yeah,
that's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah.
But came out of nowhere. All I feel is vibrations on my left leg. Is like of a dog barking or someone speaking. Because, if you put on headphones in and just, put your hand on the table, you can feel the vibrations of someone talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I turn on. I'm like, why are you so mad at me? What did I do? Literally, the pit bull comes out of nowhere, helps the dog off of me. Like bite it at me. Like bite the other dog to get off of me. And like, honestly, I believe that dog. I want their dog.
You want that dog?
I want their dog. I think I'm just talking about this because I want their dog. Their dog loves me. Yeah. Like every time I come through it.
Well, at least they know now that you want the dog. So if you decide to get rid of that dog, you can call into this show.
Yep.
At 248-820-5053 and ask to be connected with Kion so that he can get your dog.
I will take perfectly good care of him. He will have a grandma named Honesty, and my mom does not like dogs, but she will keep it to herself.
So before we let our audience go today, is there anything else you would like to say or anything you want to get off your chest?
Well, there's one thing I do want to say. If Naya, you're watching this, hi, how are you? How are you doing? You can't say nothing back to me. I want your grandpa. I want your grandpa.
I love you.
But I hope that everyone's watching this is doing good. I pray for everybody out there. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. Even though you ain't doing nothing, at least, go in the mirror, do your hair a little bit, get a little smile and just keep doing your thing and stay happy.
Yeah.
That's basically all the knowledge of an 18-year-old kid with nothing much to do, gotta say.
Yeah. And again, content is everything. And we want to say thank you to Mr. Mayfield and Mr. Grundy for allowing us to have this time to create this time capsule to encapsulate this point in our lives. And again, we want to say thank you to both of you guys. And we want the people to hear our voice, to understand that 248-820-5053. You can have the same kind of experience and, create some content that may change someone's life.
Like, share, and subscribe, people.
Yeah.
And plus, if you see me at UFC 300, let me know.
If I share, did good. And subscribe.
Alrighty.
UFC coming this way.
UFC 300. If I'm not there, I'll be watching it.
For sure.
I hope to be in it.
Peace, love, and hair grease.